I started my game dev adventure with $0, and by that I mean that in the first 3 months I've learned game engines and even created simple games without spending any money. But it definitely wasn't easy, and my case may vary a lot from yours, so let's start from the beginning. Aspiring game developers often wonder how much you need to even start making games. And at the start of this video I can say that it definitely is possible to make games with zero budget. The same goes for learning, but is that the right path? Fundamental knowledge is necessary before the start. You won't make a game without at least fundamental knowledge. Before starting to make games you need to learn a lot, and by that I mean things like graphic design, programming, or even designing levels. Of course, you can outsource those things or simply buy assets, but in this video I will focus on making games without spending any money. Every skill that you will need to learn about game development you can find here on YouTube for free, or even all over the internet, on forums, articles, using AI, or by joining game dev Discord servers, like mine. The link is in the description. Especially at the very beginning, where you will search for basic things like how to make my character move or how to make my character jump. The internet is full of free content, and whatever tool, skill or software you would like to use, you will find for sure tons of free content to learn from. Every year we've got more learning content that can help you grow as a game dev. I'm the perfect example. I created something around 60 videos in the last year about Godot game engine and game dev in general. Subscribe for more or leave a like. There are a lot of videos on my channel that can help you at the beginning of your game dev journey, like my new 1-hour Godot course where we make 2D RPG from zero. And ever since the beginning of this channel up to this day, all of my tutorial videos are totally free. Sometimes people tend to think that free courses are worse than the paid ones, and there is some truth to that, so let's jump into it. Are free courses worse than paid courses? If we take a look at whole free content, take the average quality score and compare it with paid courses, then paid courses quality will be way higher. But it doesn't mean that watching free courses is often a waste of time, because there are a lot of great free courses just waiting for you to watch. From experience I can tell that sometimes you will have such a niche problem that you will find only one forum post about that without any answers, and maybe one video recorded 10 years ago with a spoon and potato quality, but that one video is your golden ticket to solving your problem. And that has happened to me countless times. Hours wasted solving the bug, and finally you find that one goofy bad video with 50 views, and after watching it you feel so grateful to that person for helping you out. Okay, enough about that, but where you should start learning to stay in that free way of making games. Most of the game engines are free with some small limits, but in my case I decided to pick the Godot game engine, and which is a 100% free option, and also it's open source. To your game engine you will need some assets, and for that you can use Krita, which is another free software for creating graphics. You can combine it with Blender, which is another free option. Maybe you need a sound for your game. Use LMMS or Audacity. Both are free options. In almost any field that you will need some software, there is a free alternative. So don't get discouraged and push forward. Okay, but is the free way of making games possible for one person? If you plan on making your game on your own, then be aware that knowledge that you will need to get is huge. And so if you don't have 10 hours free every day, then it can be really hard. In my honest opinion, there is simply too much to learn at the start, and you could burn out before even starting to make your game. That's why sometimes paying a small amount for assets can save you tons of your free time that otherwise you will have to spend on learning and creating those assets yourself. If there is a paid course about the software you want to use that looks amazing in your opinion, and there are not a lot of free alternatives, then maybe it's worth to consider checking it out. And it's up to you to decide if it's worth it. Don't forget that there are also free assets. The key is in the right balance, and only you know what your best skills are. You should consider outsourcing the things that you don't like to make or don't feel strongly about. That way you can save some of your time. Buying things can help you save some time, but if you don't like this route, it is possible to create a game without money. It will be harder, but definitely possible. All of my tutorials and courses on the day of recording this video are free, so if you want to improve as a game dev, here's a good one to start. Also, you can check out my recently created Discord server to talk with other game devs and me. Bye for now.